we actually complete one of these binary conversions? Now, as I mentioned earlier, if we wanted to write a number down, let's say for example I wrote the number 54 down. Right, I understand that is 54. You should understand that's 54 because you understand what this number is here and you understand what that number is there. Okay, so that's something that we understand, but obviously computers do not understand that. So how do we work these things out? Well, what we do is we draw a table, and you're going to use this table time and time and time again. Now, how do we start? Well, what we do is we put the number 128, so 128, and then I'm going to do 64. Now, don't copy this down yet, just watch what I'm going to do. So 128, 64, we're then going to put 32, we're going to go 16, 8, 4, 2, and 1. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to draw lines between all of these. And I'm going to draw one line underneath here. Okay, so this now is our binary table. And this is something you are going to do time and time again now with these conversions. I'm just going to change the color of my pen to make the binary number look easier. Now, I will be honest, I am going to make a number up. I haven't got a clue what this number is, but what we're going to do together is we're going to calculate what this number actually works out to be. So, I'm going to write the number 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. Now, I've got no clue what that number actually works out to be. So how do I work it out? Well, fortunately, it's very easy. Remember earlier when I said a 0 is an on, a 0 is an off and a 1 is an on, like a switch? Well, all we do is we count the numbers which are linked to 1. So as you can see here, 64 is a 1 in it, 16 is a 1, the 4 is a 1, and the 2 is a 1. So what we do is we add these numbers up. So we start off, we put 64 plus 16. And if we work that one out very quickly, we see 6 plus 4 is 10, 6 plus 1 is 7, plus the 1, 8. So I know these two equal 80. And then what we do, we add then the 4 in. So don't forget now, because that's got a number 1 in it, so I add 4, which gives me 84. And then I'm going to add the 2 in, because there's a 1 there. So I can tell you now that number is equal to 86. So that binary number that I've just made up is equal to 86. Now we're going to do a few more before you start your task. Now again, I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to start off 128, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2, 1. Let's draw the table. And this time we're going to think of another number. Now if you remember back earlier in my presentation, I showed you this number here. So what we're going to do is we're going to work out what that number is and if it is actually 65. So let's put it in here. 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Now what we're going to do, don't forget, is we add up all the numbers with a 1 on it. So if you look here, we've got 64 plus 1 is 65. So that there is 65. And if we just go back over here, look, to my PowerPoint, it says there, look, this number is 65. It's true. So let's do a few more. Now, again, you're going to get used to drawing these tables. 128, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2, 1. Okay, let's start off then with a bigger number. So we've got 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. So now we've got going to have a larger number here. So let's work this one out. So 128 plus 64. What is 128 plus 64? Well, 8 plus 4 is 12. 6, 7, 8 plus the 1 is 9. And then we've got the 1, so that's 192. So 192 plus 32. So we're going to add that together. That gives us a 4. 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we add carry the 1 over to make that 224. We're then going to add in the 8. So that's obviously 4 plus 8, again, is going to be 12. Carry the 1 over for that, so that's going to be 3, and we're going to have a 2 there. And obviously then we've got a 1 on the end, so we've got this one over here. So I can tell you now, this number is going to be, in fact I'm going to change it back to blue now because it's a nice end here, 233. It's a simple process, but as you can see, it's a process that you're going to go through a few times. Now, what I'm going to ask you to do in a moment is this. Under this video, you will see a link here that says binary to Denary. Now, before you actually start this quiz, and it'll mark it for you, by the way, what you're going to need to do is you are going to need to have a pen and a piece of paper ready. Hopefully you've already got one, because you should have been doing this with me. And hopefully then you'll be able to work out the numbers. Now, if you want to go back and watch this part of the video again, that's fine. Or if you want to go straight into it and try these quiz questions, you are more than welcome. Now, what I would do is I pause the video here, complete this task, and then come back to this video once you've completed the task.